athletic director told me I need to make a statement. I haven't been in a press room for quite some time. And then open it up to questions. How you doing? First of all, I want to thank athletic director, former University of Louisville national champion Jerry Eves, Utah Jazz pro NBA coach, for helping us get this exhibition game, because it does a lot for our program. The kids in the region that happen to see the game, the local kids in Louisville and surrounding counties, we try to recruit those kids heavily, and that really helps that we have an exhibition game on our schedule against a major college Division I team, and that really makes a difference. Our goal is to get good enough and be decent enough where we could have a couple of exhibitions a year against a D1 team. We're in the NCCAA, which is the National Christian College Athletic Association, and so this really also helps us to prepare for that level of basketball. Your weaknesses are exploited immediately when you're up against this kind of talent. I got guys driving in there on a 7'1" center, and when he raises his arms up, he's probably over the top of the backboards trying to shoot over him. And so those are the kind of things you learn to pull up quicker, see what's happening out in front of you, and a better shot. So without further ado, let me open it up to questions. Okay, thank you.
Having said all that about the disparity, you're 10 minutes into the game, 15 minutes into the game, you're in the game. They went on a little spurt at the end of the half, but just as far as the way your guys competed and the way they prepared and came in, how did you feel?
I felt good about it because we knew we would be outsized. They have really good athletes, and it's really early. We understand that nobody's a well-oiled machine yet, but we were looking at it to try to do what we could do, and try to execute the things that we've been able to work on for the last 3 or so weeks. I think we stayed on 6 points for about 15 minutes, it seemed like to me. And they had a lot to do with that. When you get out there on the court against that kind of size and speed and quickness, the passing lanes are different. Lanes you thought you could drive through. Lanes we've been driving through in practice, they all of a sudden they disappeared. Think you got to open layup or drive to the basket, all of a sudden it's closed up. So our players will really learn from that. I like what they have on. I like their talent and their skill set, especially with their perimeter players. They can create a lot of problems.
Being someone who helped to build the culture here that Kenyon once, I did the program back to. I just wanted to get your take on, his efforts so far to build the program back up from where he started.
His meaning Coach Payne?
Yes.
When Coach Crum, the late Coach Crum, later in his career, and he wasn't as winning as many games, somebody asked me, Tony, what's going on? I said, well, he didn't forget how to coach. His personnel was different. And so the program, it took a while to build the program up. It took decades to build it up, and it didn't go down overnight. So what I tell people is, it takes time to build a program. And if you really think back what this program's gone through for the last, how long has it been? It seems like way too long. It's going to take some time to build it back up. When you get talent, it takes talent time to grow. takes young players time to grow in chemistry and bonding and all of that. So they're going to get it together, but it wasn't tore down overnight, and it's not going to get built up overnight. I know fans are impatient. Sometimes reporters are impatient too, aren't they? But you know, you guys know this better than I do. There have been coaches through the years that almost got fired in their first year or two that turned out to be Hall of Fame coaches because they gave them time to build a program. Mike Krzyzewski, guys like that. You ever hear a guy like that? And I know you guys can name a whole bunch more than me. So we got to get behind the University of Louisville and their guys, and it's going to come. You build it, they'll come.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.